join the ride. The million take over, we're on this vibe. Feel the vibe coming, join the ride. The million take over, we're on this vibe. The million take over, we're on this vibe. From headlines to the block, watch the world succeed. Straight talk, no filter, down to the nitty-gritty. It's the million take over with dignity. Stop the spotlight coming, join the ride. The million take over, we're on this vibe.
Oh shit, look, my ass, I get on live. I didn't even check the damn camera, y'all. What's good, y'all? Sorry, I obviously got kicked off. So we gotta, you feel me? We gotta do this thing again. So what's good, everybody? We gonna jump right back into where we left off. I don't know what happened, but I went ahead and took a break. And I decided to go ahead and come right back so we can go ahead and finish the show off, finish this video, because if Commander Tootie, if he decides to do another live, I don't want to be behind. So you know what? I said, let's go ahead and finish this live off. I know I'm happy some of you guys came back in. You know, again, sorry about the disconnection. But welcome back, welcome back. Glad you guys are coming back in, trickling back in. So of course, before we get into the show, guys, I definitely still gotta say,
What's up? What's up? Yo, Duque, pick up the phone. What's up?
okay, no. All right, but yeah, I see y'all getting in the parade down there. That's what's up. That's what's up. So welcome back, welcome back. I hope you guys can still hear me good, but yes, let's go ahead. We're gonna get back into
Not meant to be funny. I just didn't know that there were people out here that
So it looks like I forgot where we was at. It was like 20 something minutes in, y'all. Okay, come on, super producer. That's exactly how his mama look at him when she see him. Okay, so we wasn't there yet. Okay, so I'm gonna say we was probably like right here. I'm gonna say we probably. Oh yeah, y'all. Also, as y'all come in, I truly appreciate everybody hitting that like button. All right, so yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all come back in. Again, thank y'all for being back, Miss Smart. And look, my dumb ass, I was supposed to put my sound effects in since I was taking a break. I was like, let me go ahead and put the sound effect in real quick. But my dumb ass, I still didn't do it. So, which I could do it while we're watching this. I might do it a little bit later on. All right, Foxy 2. For some reason, y'all, my OBS is acting up. Y'all, for some reason, OBS is acting up. I think it's the Stream Elements plugin that I added, so I might be taking that out. So I might have to take that out. I think that's the issue that I'm having, because it looks like I had to log back in and do a whole bunch of stuff when I got back in. I tried to download Stream Elements so I can stream onto Facebook and YouTube at the same time, but I haven't really played with it, and I think I probably messed some stuff up, so I'm gonna probably fix that a little bit later on. But again, y'all, we about to get back into the live video. Let's hear what the fuck this loser had to say.
To talk about as it relates to Chicago, and we're getting there. We're getting there. Don't rush me. The gas is on the tank. We got to get it in
See, this is the type of stuff I'm talking about. The gas is on the tank.
the tank. We got to take our time. Don't rush greatness, okay? But give me a moment because I'm needing to find one other picture that I thought was absolutely fascinating, y'all. So we're not on here for bullcrap drama. I'm too busy. I'm working.
So he not on here for bull crap or drama, but literally we've been on here for about 22 minutes and all we've heard was bull crap and drama. So not again, he debunks his own lies.
You're working, we're focused, absolutely. But I just want to be very clear here so that we can clearly set this tone before I get into the seriousness of today's conversation. However, what I'm going to say is, I know the fuck you lying. I know you lying. I know you lying. Now let me
Jed, is this the best that you could do? We done seen you in way crazier looking pictures. In fact, I could probably pull some if I Google it real quick. I probably got some in my file somewhere.
tell you something. If you ugly and black,
You're ugly and you go by the name Black. So, you know, it's you ugly and you go by the name Black.
and white, bitch, your face is beat. And I'm not talking about, goddamn, what happened to this man. Y'all get this man some help. Cause that shit ain't right. Looking at this, trying to turn his head to the side, get the angle, and damn, you're never gonna be fine. You're fucking fucked up in your face, and man, your face looks like it's a disgrace. I don't know what they talk about me being said. I'm looking like a llama. Goddamn, my boy. Goddamn, Osama blew your shit up. Somebody fucked you up, and you trying to be sexy. Get your. I know one thing I can tell y'all. Somebody, I don't care what you say. There's a little sprinkle in this picture. Feeling real pretty, huh? Motherfucker he think he crude. But okay, y'all, I'm gonna let you have it. I'm not about to. My soundboard ain't working.
That shit was lame.
Well, I heard it, but
Oh, his soundboard ain't working. Your soundboard ain't working. Your soundboard ain't working. Come on, man. Come on, man. Get your shit together. You up here trying to talk about somebody. And your shit ain't even together, my boy. You can't even get your shit working properly. I mean, obviously I'm talking about him. And my shit is fucked up too. But I have reasons, and I can explain the reason why my shit be fucked up. Because I be trying to do too much. His ass, he don't be doing shit. It's just fucked up.
it didn't sound. Wait a minute. What's... I'm sorry. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get.
Y'all. What the hell was that screeching sound? What the hell? Hold on.
Wait a minute. What's...
What the hell was that?
About my soundboard ain't working.
His soundboard ain't working. This motherfucker.
Well, I heard it, but it didn't sound. Wait a minute. What's? I'm sorry. Hold on.
Yeah. This motherfucker is such a loser. He is a fucking loser. Oh, but my soundboard ain't working. Yeah, we gotta look at that just one more time because that shit is actually kind of funny.
They fucked you up and you trying to be sexy. Get your. I know one thing I can tell y'all. Somebody, I don't care what you say. There's a little sprinkle in this picture. Feeling real purty, huh? Motherfucker feeling, he think he crude. But okay, y'all, I'm gonna let you have it. I'm not about my soundboard ain't working.
God have mercy upon us.
However, this bonding is called. We know that niggas can create conflicts based on ignorance called nigga moments.
You know, oh, I guess my soundboard working. Hey, y'all, what's good? We got Bobo the idiot in the building. We got Otawise Cook in the building. Yes, the llama is at it again. Otawise. What? Otawise?
Mandana na manene nemeshimi ataka shina mahato.
Otawise.
Yeah.
Your son is at it again, child. Looking like a whole idiot. Out here. What's good, Skeeter? What's good? We got MC Heavyweight in the building, y'all. What's good, y'all? Okay, so let's keep watching this loser. Okay, we about to keep moving past it, y'all. I know y'all like, okay, we get it.
Well, I heard it, but it didn't sound.
Yeah, bitch.
Wait a minute. What's
trash ass?
I'm sorry. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get focused. Like, we got real stuff to deal with today.
You are trash.
What's
with this inflatable ass chair he got. With this Temu inflatable chair. I know you lying. With this Temu inflatable chair, his soundboard ain't working. Look at this shit. Y'all see this nappy ass shit under his head? Y'all see this shit? Look at this shit. Bitch, you can't talk about nobody, even in my rough state. At least my shit working. At least I ain't sitting in no inflatable ass balloon chair. You stupid bitch.
I'm done. You know what? If my soundboard wasn't working, I need to end this so I can go right back and listen to it because I know I sound crazy without. Okay, y'all, wait. What's the sound? No, it's not working. Oh my God, I'm dying. What the fuck? All right, hold on, y'all. Let me see.
Child.
Oh shit! Hold on, y'all.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
All right, hold on.
Hey man, big dog, I need you, big dog. Boy, look here. Boy, I need you bad, man.
Oh, God.
Shit, I need about 50, man.
Hold on, let me see.
Shit.
Because now I'm
I've been out here,
curious.
goddamn me, waiting
That is funny as
to
hell.
see what I come up with, goddamn me. I said, let me go
Technology.
see boss.
Yeah, you loser. Bitch, you a loser. In real life. And on camera. And on camera, you a loser. This motherfucker ain't got shit to talk about and can't even get his damn production right.
Hold on, y'all.
Who is your producer? Look at him. He really try. Look at me. I can't talk about nobody, to be honest, y'all. I really can't talk about nobody, but I can because it's him. Even though the same shit be happening to me, but I'm talking about his ass because it's him.
I gotta pull something up. I gotta see this for myself. I have to see this for myself. I do. 1 second. I gotta see this for myself. I got to see this for myself. All right, let's check it out. Now let me tell you something. If you ugly in black and white, bitch, your face is beat. And I'm not talking about, goddamn, what happened to this man? Y'all get this man some help. Cause that shit ain't right. Looking at this, trying to turn his head to the side, get the angle, and damn, you're never gonna be fine. You're fucking fucked up in your face, and man, your face looks like it's a disgrace. I don't know what they talk about me being said. I'm looking like a llama. Goddamn, my boy. Goddamn, Osama blew your shit up. Somebody fuck you up and you trying to be sexy. Get your. I know one thing I can tell you. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Boy, it's supposed to be a very serious topic today, and I just messed up the whole broadcast. Anyway, y'all, tell me, is it working now? Can you hear? I can hear it. Hold on 1 second. Oh Lord have mercy, y'all. I'm sorry. That took me out. Hold on 1 second. It didn't sound horrible though. All right, let me see.
He had to do all that on live. He had to look at himself on live now.
It's there. I don't know. Okay, you see it now. All right. So anyway, if nothing else, I just still need to make sure y'all look at the picture though. Be honest with me. When you look at this picture, and you know, like I was trying to tell you a minute ago, when you have it in black and white, black and white, if you
oh Lord,
it's still giving stinky drugs. He giving drugs. Look at this.
He giving drugs.
Look at this. Look at the lips.
He the one giving drugs.
Motherfucker was trying to find an angle, but it's given. He feeling. He think he crew. And it's absolutely insane. So when
this is horrible. This is horrible.
I can fucking see Jelly Bean. Okay, so horrible. I don't know. Like, we try our best to stay focused over here on real stuff, but you know, to have a person that looks like this call me a llama is like,
but
you kind of sort of don't even really.
It ain't like we can't prove it.
Like, it can't affect me. It can't affect me at all. It's like, what? As I again will assert, I'm not the
y'all look like brothers
man in the world. But bruh, really?
This man is obsessed at this point.
And so I told y'all I was gonna put up a side by side. And I was gonna let you decide, ladies.
Y'all so silly.
But I didn't put it up there because it ain't really nothing that I'm interested in doing. Because come on, man, come the fuck on. This guy said I look like a llama, and they over there, and this is funny. Come on, bruh.
We see the
Come
resemblance.
on,
I
bruh.
mean, it ain't like the resemblance not there.
Fuck.
It's not like the resemblance not there, Jedediah. Stop acting like you don't see it when you look in the mirror.
Boy, shut the hell up and just. All right. Now to the serious conversation. It's been this disconnect between
Everybody
what's going
see
on the ground and what we're seeing and looking at in different places. Like I said, people in the city of Chicago is they're looking for or one thing that you
want to know what Rita? It would be different if he was a con man that really did get far in life. This motherfucker still begging 20 years in. And he's still at the lowest level begging. He an entry level grifter. It's been 20 years and he's still an entry level grifter. I think Umar Johnson was able to accomplish more in the same time, right? A lot of these grifters was able to get a lot out of their grifting. He the only motherfucker, he just mismanages his funds. He can't keep no money, so.
should be able to acknowledge is that Chicago is tough. To all the people who are white that was watching that video that I played in the beginning, it's not my hope that we be separated by race. My point in putting that up there is I don't think that black people have yet gotten to the place that we were fighting for. And I just love how people were back then. They were talking a different kind of talk. Gentleman got on our broadcast last night and said, men aren't the same. They don't fight. They don't fight like somebody said GF.
Men aren't the same. They don't fight. Oh Lord Jesus. What is he about to say now?
X said, here's my thing. Why don't y'all meet up and fight like men? Fight, throw hands. Just meet up and throw hands. Listen to me. And I'm understanding that I'm being sued for what? I have no idea.
Well, we about to talk about it, but now he a victim because he being sued. Nah, bitch, keep the same energy that you been keeping before you got sued. Unless you think you doing something wrong. If you don't think you did anything wrong, why switch it up? Just because you getting sued, you should be doing the same thing. It should be business as usual. If you ain't doing shit wrong, what did you switching it up for? Unless you think that you may have done something that could incriminate, that may have been against the law. Maybe you thought you could have possibly did something that wasn't right. That's the only reason why you would be switching it up, my boy. But Renee, I don't really know, but I think it's this plugin that I just downloaded on OBS, so I'm gonna have to check it out after this live. Hopefully it don't switch out on this live, because when I went back into the app, I had to actually sign in back to everything, so that may have been what it is, but I really don't know. So Louise, son, get out the bath. I'm not playing with you, Louise. I'm not about to play with you today, Louise. Now, let's get back to this video.
Waiting on it. However, I took a flight. This man has been so disrespectful. He's been consistently defamatory, provocative. I took a flight, used my money to fly to his state.
Uh-oh. It's getting juicy. Here we go, y'all. What does he say? He said, I took my money. I used my fund. And I flew my stupid ass out to his state. So you can't tell me nothing. Let's see what he about to say though, y'all. Lord. Let's see.
Called him, told him I'm in your city.
Okay. He said, bitch, I'm here now. Let's meet up.
Do you know that man called the FBI?
Oh my God. Bitch, who the fuck flies to a stranger that you don't even know's city to meet up with them for what reason? Y'all didn't schedule no reason to meet up in person? What the hell? What the hell? Is it surprising that man called? You should be happy that he called the FBI. It probably spared your life. Because what would have happened if you would have popped up at that man's house? I don't know what the laws are where he stayed. But in Texas, if you bring your ass on somebody's property uninvited, there's a good chance that you might not leave that property the same way that you stepped onto that property. So you should actually be grateful. You should be probably saying a prayer saying, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus, for having the FBI called on me, because Lord knows what the alternative may have been. You got to stop out here playing Russian roulette with your life, boy. It is not that serious. Who in their fucking right mind is going to spend their own money to fly uninvited to another state to meet somebody that they're beefing with? I'll tell you. You know who? The same type of person who will end up in a parked car on a busy street with a gun pointed to their head with the empty clip, playing gospel music while on live, blaming the city of Chicago for wanting to kill themselves. That's who would do some idiotic, retarded ass shit like this. No offense to the retards, because I know y'all much better than Jed. So I'm sorry for offending you. This is a fucking bum ass bitch who don't have no business, nothing better to do than to spend his own fucking money. Oh, wow. Bitch, nobody told you to spend your own fucking money to go anywhere that you wasn't invited to. That's your dumb ass. And then have the nerve to be mad. And then mad. How you mad? Because your stupid, goofy clown ass spent some money to fly somewhere that didn't nobody want you to be. Like I said, you should be saying a prayer and thanking the Lord that he called the FBI on you and didn't take matters into his own hands. You clown ass bitch. You want to talk about him when the proof, everybody sees the proof. You look like a llama. Those are just the facts.
The FBI Didn't even call the local police. What level of whatever is that you skip the local municipal police and go straight for the federal authorities?
You know what?
And then,
You know what I say to that? That was the right motherfucking answer. That's what that was. That's what he was supposed to do. Okay? Let me see. Let me see if I put it on here. Oh yeah. Good job, Shay. And Jed. That's what you get, Jed. Shay. Keep it up. Keep up the good work, because you're definitely keeping him pressed. So keep up the good work. Jed, you lose. And you lose.
then it's so crazy. And I'm not talking about hypothetical. I'm talking about this is real life. Call the FBI, bruh. And then you got people over there on that side. This is how incompetent they are. That you call the FBI on me, and y'all are together talking about I call the ICE on people in Harvey. Like, you got to make it make sense. You got to make it make sense. I'll just tell you this.
Wait a minute. What does that have anything like?
What?
What does that have to do with anything? You took a flight to go meet this man who did not want to meet you. You called ICE when, again, you went uninvited to these people who don't even know you. You went and invaded their space, and then you called ICE on them. Not them call ICE on you. It's not the same. You're comparing apples to oranges, my boy. You're grasping at straws, trying to make it work in your favor, but you are a loser. You should not have took your dumb ass all the way to wherever he stays anyway. Who in your life that you call a friend actually told you that that's actually a good idea to do? Because if they are your friends right now, you should probably drop them. You should probably drop them as a friend. The fuck? When Jed said something, my reply to him, I see, said the blind man to his deaf son who had a hammer and saw, because that is how word salad he is. Exactly. Shady called the local police. Shady said he called the local police. Even whoever he called, he should be glad that he called anybody, and didn't deal with it himself. I just want him to get out of that bubble. He thrives in of 150, so people, for some reason, they gas his head up so much that he believes that the masses are behind him and his bull BS. I mean, I totally agree, Renee. He let them 150 people gas him the fuck up, all the way up, and now he is running amok on YouTube, basically. Shay said he called the local police. Okay. He is in the video, and he's in the video, and he called ICE. Went to Hannibal State as well, uninvited. Exactly, it's crazy. His ego told him to go. I mean, something did.
Boards make a whole lot of warriors, but they don't really translate to the same in the field. And I don't give a damn. I'll say this, and I'll say it a million times. There's no way a guy my size should have the FBI called on him for pulling up. Take your chances. See if you can prevail. But I will say,
So basically you're saying that you did go there to fight him. Is that what he basically admitted to on this good old YouTube broadcast? On this good old Donald Trump's internet? Did he just say, take your chances? You my same size. You could have just took your chances and see if you won. So you flew all the way out to this man's city to have a fight with him. That's crazy. That y'all saw what happened in Las Vegas. He is playing Russian roulette with his life. He is not advocating for anything. This man is in crash dummy mode. He is in crash test dummy mode, ready to risk it all for 150 people to be watching his live. Are you fucking kidding me? You are willing to risk your life for 150 people that be in your audience. Maybe 200. It's insane.
Say this in total honesty, in my entire life, I don't think I've ever been beat up. I've only had one fight that I believe that the person got the best of me, which was not in a ring. And that was a officer. Yeah.
So I guess basically, so again, he is further. Basically, we saw what just happened in Las Vegas. He's just further confirming the fact that that's exactly what he wanted to do. What happened in Las Vegas with those two YouTubers that got into it, and two of them ended up losing their lives, but they wasn't the aggressors. From what I heard, I didn't keep up with it. I didn't do any research in it. I just heard about it because of the fact that they keep comparing Jed to somebody who is basically in that same lane. He looking for that same type of smoke. And y'all saw what happened. I wouldn't doubt if he's ready to go out like that though. The way that he's moving, he probably need to be checked out. Mentally, he probably needs to be checked out because the way that he's moving is really finicky, and it's really like he really don't give a fuck about his life. He don't have shit to lose is how he's acting, to be very honest and just to be like straightforward. The boy is acting like he don't have shit to lose and he ready to risk it all for nothing. For 150 people to be watching his stupid ass. And 8 people to actually be interacting with him in the chat. Don't nobody even talk to this boy on his lives. They really just look at him shucking and jiving for entertainment purposes only. And he's willing to risk his life by putting other people in danger, threatening other people, giving them no other choice but to feel like they have no other alternative but to protect themselves from this maniac. He makes you feel like, you know, I'm not even taking chances with him. Because you don't know what kind of antics he is going to pull. So, Otawise, Crooks, you need to sit your motherfucking son down and have a conversation with this boy. Because he's going to come across the wrong motherfucker. I'm just giving y'all a fair warning. It's all fun and games until it's not. It only takes one split second decision to affect your entire life. Not only that, he is putting his entire family at risk, because people who know his family, and if they decide that they want to enact revenge on his family, yeah, what if they do that? Somebody needs to put this man in a cage, put him back in a kennel, because he is doing far too much and not anything at all. He is just a chaos agent at this point. No advocate. The shit not even funny. It's not even entertaining at this point, to be honest. I don't understand what people find funny about this shit. It's the most basic form of streaming. Like, this shit is not even worth.
So he also called me to tell on you. Yeah. That part.
He is letting his audience hype him up, gas him up, and he is literally in a slew of lawsuits just for 150 motherfuckers to be in his live. He is flying across the country, connecting to Zoom in all types of lawsuits for 150 motherfuckers to be watching this bitch. But hey, go off if that's what. Look at this face. Look at this face. This is a loser. A pure D loser. Certified grade A loser. Clown. And let's not forget, because you know he still likes to, we know he the tent queen. We know that he was up there in the tents. So, you know, you just gotta be careful, because the boy also may be a... You know, but let's keep watching. Let's just keep watching.
You can make this stuff. You cannot make this stuff up. You can, but unfortunately, we're not. All right. So this is a comment that I want to read. Now we're focused. We're focused.
What's good, Dave?
We're focused on the real stuff. Here is the here is statement by the mayor of the city of Chicago. It's a precursor to what I have to say today.
That they would use ICE as a pretext to send in the National Guard. And now they are doing just that. I've also said for the last couple of years that the extreme right in this country refused to accept the results of the Civil War. They have repeatedly called for a rematch. But in the coming weeks, we will use this opportunity to build greater resistance. Chicagoans are clear. Militarizing our troops in our city as justification to further escalate a war in Chicago will not be tolerated. Past teaches us that just because we are on the right side of history, that doesn't mean that we will succeed. It's going to take courage and determination, bravery, unity. But one thing that I know for sure in this great nation, this moment that we are in, Chicago was built for this moment. Immigrants from around the world, descendants of slaves have...
Oh my God, shut the fuck. You know, at the end of the day, I'm going to tell y'all something. At first, I wasn't a Brandon Johnson fan. And I think after all this is said and done, I'm still not going to be a Brandon Johnson fan. But an enemy of my enemy is a friend of mine. So at this point, I'm not going to do any bashing of Brandon Johnson, because he is faced up against everybody's enemy. At this point, let me tell y'all something. We are at the end game. Trump is Thanos. So y'all saw a lot of those enemies had to come together. A lot of those people that didn't see the same views, but guess what? They still was too late. So if Avengers Endgame has not taught us anything, it's that at some point you have to put your differences aside when you have an enemy that is bigger than you and your personal enemy together. And Trump is that enemy. Trump is the Thanos. And at this point, we are the Avengers. So at some point, even though we have different views, we are going to have to come together. Let me say, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be very blunt. There are some things that Trump, and I'm going to say this, but then I'm going to take it right back because I don't want people to really think that I said this, because I would never ever say this again. Y'all are getting this, but I'm not going to say this anymore because you can't give this man this. Trump does some things that I think could be actually beneficial. I'm not going to say what those things are, but he does some things that I think could be beneficial if under a different administration. The problem with Trump is you can't give him any praise for anything, because as soon as you give him an inch, he takes a mile. As soon as you give him a little, he takes a lot, and he asks for more, and he wants more, and it's never enough. So you cannot give in to him. Even if you do agree with certain things, bits and pieces, you can't give him shit. It's just a complete no. Somebody else. Get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it. I don't want to. No. So that's me saying, and that's to the people who probably like Trump. That's for y'all. But y'all won't get that from me again. All right. Mac Man Morning Show in the building, y'all. Let's give it up to the Mac Man Morning Show. Make sure that y'all go subscribe to the Mac Man Morning Show. Thank you for being here. That's cool. Okay, so we got Carefree, 40, no kids, no life, begging for money like he been doing all his life. It's pathetic. The same exact routine 20 years in, my boy. You should have built something by now. And homeless, okay? That was Mary Avant acknowledging her part in his fiasco. Chomo Brown. Y'all know who that is. His audience gaslight him. But he's too damn dumb to realize he's just entertainment for them. It's textbook. And guess what? When he go to jail or when whatever happens to him, do you think that these people not gonna find another dumbass clown to go gas up? Do you think that you not dispensable? Don't you ever for a second get to thinking you're irreplaceable, okay? Cause bitch, I can have another you in a minute. Matter of fact, he'll be in a minute. You could pack all your bags. I'm finished. You made your bed, lay in it. I can have another you. So don't you ever for a second get to thinking you're irreplaceable. God damn it. Okay, so let's keep watching this clown though. Release the Free Michelangelo. All right, Big Mad Brown. That's his name, Big Mad Brown. All right, let's listen to what the fuck he got to say.
Come to this city to make it the global capital of the world. And now we stand in a moment that is testing our very humanity, and the city of Chicago will stand the test of time. Thank you very much.
the mayor of Chicago, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I said I was trying to get focused, but I do want to answer Miss Terry. So tonight he will roast you on his live. Look, let me tell you something. I'm a great man because I've gotten to the point where I've accepted.
I'm a great man. The jury is out. I mean, really, they're not even deliberate. They really done made their verdict on that, to be honest. But they still trying to wait for you to produce a little bit more evidence because they don't want to go ahead and just, you know. But at this point in time, nothing, man, nothing. You're pussy. You call yourself big dog, but you little pussy cat.
This is how these people eat, all right? I'm helping them to eat. So I'm feeding families, literally just.
Not, he said that he feeding families.
I'm starving the board, I'm feeding the people. They put me in office and treat me like it's illegal to feed the people, to feed the people.
Boy, you got to be out your mind. He said that he is feeding the people, but literally he gets on every day to talk about the same people. So it seems like the people are feeding you because you don't have no content outside of them. So who feeding who? Because I know Shay or LNC does other stuff. He does Big Brother, he DJs, he does a whole bunch of other stuff outside of just talking about you. I'm just a little YouTuber, so I do whatever the fuck I want to do. You know, I don't give a fuck. I just talk about what I want to talk about. Lady Luck Club, she does a whole bunch of stuff that has nothing to do with Jedediah Brown. But literally every time Jedediah Brown gets online, I just showed y'all Vivian Allen, the same woman that he talks about, Vivian Allen. Guess what? She was just with Kobe Chapman helping usher people in to give free dental services. They were at the Harvey cleanup. These people are doing tons of stuff outside of Jedediah Brown. These people are doing tons of things outside of Jedediah Brown. Amir Shakur, he has his own podcast where they talk about a whole bunch of stuff. He talks about politics. But every time you get your crusty, dusty, bald head, big teeth ass, Barney teeth ass on your live videos, you are talking about these people. So these people are really feeding you. They should really sue you for the revenue that you generated from harassing them. That's what they should do. You clown motherfucker.
By existing, literally by broadcasting, I am feeding families. There is no way to roast me. I'm proud of the fact that
You roast yourself. What you mean? Bitch, don't nobody need to roast you. We can sit here and listen to your ass and you roast yourself. You contradict yourself. You show how much you a liar. You show how pressed and bothered you are. You show how much of a loser you are. You show how jealous you are of everybody else. How you want people to be jealous of you. You want people to be envious of you. You want to be the topic of conversation. You a pick me. You are a fucking pick me. That's why you keep these people's names in your mouth, because you hope that they say something about you. You want these people to say something about you. Stop playing. If you wasn't so pressed, you wouldn't say shit about them. You would do like Beyonce do. But now, bitch, you a bottom of the barrel. You a motherfucking, Jocelyn Hernandez ass bitch.
Feeding families. It is unfortunate that that's the only way they think they can do it. But get this, even though, see, today, I'm an honest man. Today, I got a briefing. I told all of my different groups, I said, do not add that into these people in my briefings anymore. Well, today, somebody did it anyway. And they
fire them then, bitch. We don't give a fuck. Fire them. What the fuck you telling us for? We don't care about those conversations, them stupid ass, dumb ass briefings that y'all do. We want to hear about them private conversations that you having when you with motherfucking Clark. We want to hear about them private conversations that you have when you with Hassan. We want to hear about them private conversations that you have when you with them white investors. We want to hear about them private conversations that you have when you trying to talk about how the fuck y'all gonna spend the thousands of dollars that y'all done got from the fucking audience that you done grifted off your fucking viewers. That's what we want. We don't want to hear about your fucking stupid, dumbass, low-level ass briefings.
told me in my briefing that there was an AI video of me and Mary that exists. I have not seen the video. But while they were telling me the video, they were laughing. And they was like, I'm so sorry. And they was like, it's funny. And I just was on the phone like, really? They was like, I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to laugh, but it was funny. And so one thing I'm not against is a good joke. I'm not against good comedy. I'm not a good content. I really don't care about what these people say. It only bothers me when people take it to the extreme lengths of lawsuits.
You've been around selling boy cat for the
and
longest.
calling the police. If this is what you want to be on, and
you've been around selling boy cat for the longest.
Yeah, we all know about.
You've been around selling boy cat for. You've been around selling boy cat for the longest.
Okay.
And this is what you want to do, then let's do it. Let me be honest and say it up front. I'm not gonna win the Jones in conversation. I'm not a jokester. Like I got real big dick energy to make real change in the world. Everybody.
It's the fact that I don't know if he believes this or he thinks that it sounds good when he say it out loud. I have no idea. A great man in his own mind. Pretty much.
They can't have it all. I get this. I'm not confused under no stretch of the imagination with none of this stuff. I'm okay with it. I really don't care about it. And if it brings comedic relief and it makes people laugh, then great. But when you take it to the point of actually...
So he admits he likes being a clown. He likes being a fucking shucking and jiving court jester motherfucker. This is the reason why no one could ever look at Jedediah as the commander-in-chief of anything. Like I said, he could, I mean, my bad, we can call him the cum handler and thief, because I'm pretty sure he's good at that, at both of those. But commander-in-chief? No. Not when you always taking orders from somebody else. Not when you can't do nothing unless somebody tells you that they need you. They got to call you to the assignment. You are a worker. You are an employee. You are a contracted work. Contracted help. Have you not understood what your assignment is? You ain't the boss of shit. Your audience run you. Christopher Clark run you. The people that donate to you, look, you are not the commander-in-chief of your own life, let alone a fucking organization. That's the reason why all of your organizations are fucking, I mean, just stuff that people talk about now. It's nothing that's in existence now because guess what? That should be failing. You are a failure in every sense of the word. And your mama agreed too.
Trying to affect things that are affecting real processes, that is when it crossed the line, is going too far. And so when my team member was laughing, I was like, oh wow, they really thought that was funny. I have no idea what it is. I didn't
Exactly.
see it. All I said was, who did this? And they said it's Conscious. They said it's on her page, and they told me the page, and I said okay. I haven't even gone to try to even look at it.
Agreed.
So, but what they then tried to say is, yeah, she doesn't even crack 200 views. Like, don't let it get to you. And I'm like, it's not getting to me. I don't care. So if they get on there and roast or talk about me, that's what they do every day. I didn't need to say nothing to inspire and encourage that. I am their content. I am also their source.
So I guess he thinks that Conscious is making money, buku money, and only like off of talking about Jed. So now he is Conscious's basically lifeline. I guess he's mine too. I guess without me broadcasting about Jedediah Brown, I guess, we won't be able to eat. We won't be able to do shit. If we don't use Jedediah Brown, I guess we just need Jedediah so we can make some money and pay our bills. Huh. It's a funny concept. I don't understand this fool. All right, let's just keep watching.
So, hold on. I gotta restart this for a second.
Oh, not restarting it for a second. What's going on, Jed?
You're being good, mama. You're being good. In 1 second, you're being good. I'm so proud of you. I love you too.
Just so y'all know, he's not talking to his daughter. It's a monkey. He's talking to a monkey.
All right. Are you going to show a hell no? Nah, come on. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm not going to I'm not showing it over here. We ain't doing that. Okay, so
there you go.
Now, in other words, back to the point. The mayor of Chicago said that the extreme right is looking for a rematch of the Civil War because they are not.
All right, because he about to talk about some shit that don't nobody care about. Shay does Burgundy Blue, has 4 channels, has a team that's been solid for years. They won't find nobody that is former LNC mods or chat that talk bad about Shay ever. Shay has been through a lot in his life. See, that's what I'm saying. And people still hold it down with him. People are still rocking with him. And I even saw he was like, he built a community where it's like, it's not no, you can be with me and him. It's no, I'm the only person. And you can only choose me. I think he was saying that just about Jed or maybe his enemies or something. But because y'all still gotta follow me, goddamn it. I don't give a fuck. Even if he was talking, y'all still better follow my ass. I don't care. But no, I like Shay's channel, and he talks about other stuff too. So yeah, he's not, I'm pretty sure his bread and butter isn't Jedediah. What parade? Oh, so Tiki Child, if you press the exclamation sign join, if you type that in to the chat, you can join the parade at the bottom. Jedediah, you can't even come in Quebec Jack shop. Oop. It looks like he uses filters. It looked like he got makeup on, is what you saying. Shay keeps it 100. It's the highest respect I can give to Shay. No doubt. He's waiting for that building for Hassan. He admitted that on another live this past summer. First thing out of his mouth to his poster was, "We're a little bit displaced right now." Exactly. Exactly. All right, let's keep watching though. Jed and INA said he had folks' IP addresses, threatened to dox folks, beating folks, harassing folks, but now he thinks a lawsuit is his behavior is too far. Exactly. Exactly. How the fuck you doing all this shit, but then you get mad because somebody go to court on your stupid ass? You mad cause somebody playing chess while you up here playing goldfish? Didn't Martin D mean boy cat or boy scat? That is hilarious, Dave Bryson. Shay has been telling us exactly how he sees life and has testified his walk with the Lord. Shay can relate to his audience in a special way through testimony and experiences that he willingly shares. Well, you know, I mean, we all have a lane to stay in. I was actually talking to super producer, or I don't even know who I was talking to, but I was saying I wish I could be a little bit more vulnerable and open about my life with my audience, but I feel like in the space that I'm in right now when it comes to Jed, that it's just best that I just kind of leave my personal life at something that he would have to guess. At this point, if you're going to talk about me, you're going to have to find all the information out your damn self. Okay? And so I kind of like it like that. And then once I'm finished with, whatever this Jed situation is, once we've moved past this, I don't have a problem being open and honest and vulnerable and all that other shit. So it's hilarious that he thought that he was getting a free building. It's totally hilarious. Jed is a liar of many rotten layers of lies. Absolutely. Miss Smart says, y'all make the parade and hit the like button on your way in. All right, y'all. So let's keep watching, and I'll just keep putting you guys' chats up.
Happy about the results. Now, the videos that I just played in the beginning of the broadcast, it was of men who spoke in a way that I have not witnessed in today's generation.
Let me tell you, charge them hoes a fee. This man is so fucking pressed by what every fucking body says. Like, I thought you was the one that was supposed to be the one that mattered. You shouldn't be caring about what other people say. But he gets so pressed. Even if you say a comment in his chat, he will take 10, 30, an hour out of his chat, minutes out of his chat, just to address the person in his chat. And I ain't gonna even say that's because he emotional or because he's sensitive. He also don't have no content. He don't have no purpose. He don't have shit else to talk about. So he looks for these type of opportunities because he knows that this is what's going to entertain his base.
And they actually mean it. It's actually the way that I talk, and I'm seeing more of oh my God, he's talking like that. Then this is what you do when you mean something, when you believe something, when you're for real. If you say something like that to
this is how you talk when you mean something, when you for real, like, dude, you are a joke. People know that you're a joke. I mean, at this point, it's sad. It really is sad. And like I said, we know that you like to start conflicts with people just because of who you are.
We know that niggas can create conflicts based on ignorance called nigga moments.
Okay.
However, niggas can also create bonds with each other, also based on ignorance.
And that's what INA is, right?
This bonding is called nigga synthesis. Unlike the bonds of friends and family, which are mutually beneficial, nigga synthesis is based on a mutual appreciation for ignorant or trivial things. Now, when a nigga moment collides with nigga synthesis, you get a complete motherfucking disaster. Remember this equation. You will need it later, nigga.
Okay. INA and Jedediah Brown is nigga moment mixed with nigga synthesis. That's why it's a complete motherfucking disaster. Okay.
Most people cower, they get very, very shaky. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I am a man that's willing to die for what I believe in. And it is confusing.
He just said it. He just said it. That's what he wants. He wants to die off some dumb shit. Off some stupid, irrelevant ass shit. YouTube beef.
Confusing to people, because if I show up for you, I believe in you. That means that I'm willing to lay my life down for the people who I commit to. Blessed is a man that will lay down his life for a friend. There's always this, I don't understand it, this pussy weak ass version of my faith. And if I've read the Bible correctly.
No, he not. I know. I know you lying. He is not about to be. What kind of blasphemy is this that he is doing on this show? Oh my God. Lord, please forgive him, because he know not what he do.
I've seen more of a God that will stand up and will do something about what he is committed to than one that would want us to sit around and do nothing. Majority of the Bible is about love. And if you know what the definition of love is, it is not always nice. It is an action word. And when you love somebody, it is sacrificial. There is literally passages in the Bible where you see God saying, do things that if we even mention it today, people would lose heart. People were for real back then.
Yeah, people were for real. And they wouldn't even stand for people like you. Jed hates the truth. So if he attacks someone, more than likely that person is telling the truth about Jed and his illegal activities. I'm telling you. And Lavelle, I don't know if he got sucked in or sucked up. I don't know what happened when it comes to Lavelle. Dave Bryson says, I think Lavelle got sucked in by the llama, but I don't know. Or maybe it was sucked up, or, who knows how they got, who knows how they paths crossed.
You've been around selling boy cat for the longest. You're a bottom. Even your own people don't have no respect for you. You are a bottom.
Maybe that, I don't know.
So now to see the mayor of Chicago, which I've already shown y'all, I knew him way before he became mayor. I told him he would be mayor. And I'm so happy that
So now he's saying that he knew Brandon before he was mayor, and he told him that he was gonna be mayor. Well, why you couldn't tell yourself that you was gonna be alderman? Why you couldn't tell yourself that you was gonna be the congressman? Why couldn't you tell yourself that you was gonna get a victory when you was dealing with Fania? You could tell everybody else and they can get victories, but you can't never tell yourself and get a victory out of it. Lord Jesus.
I have that memory, but literally to hear him say that the extreme right wants a rematch on the Civil War. Here is one of the questions that come to me today because I'm in my vein, y'all. I feel the spirit of my broadcast today. Who gonna fight the fight? Now, I'm not going to be delusional not to think that people don't have ammunition and training and the ability, but not in the overwhelming sense. Now, let me be very clear here. I don't appreciate it, even though I do appreciate it. I appreciate his ability to articulate, but I don't appreciate what I would call fake pumping, because to me, that is what it amounts to. Why do you say that? Literally, as long as I've been a Chicagoan, we have criminalized black people with weapons and even a desire to defend themselves forever. So guess what? They don't even know how to shoot each other. Literally, most of the shootings in Chicago that was not attributed to gang people was because they were literally shooting at each other and hit an innocent bystander who didn't know how to duck and roll. Tuck, roll, run. None of that. Didn't know how to have a righteous response to somebody shooting at them. A lot of the shootings that I responded to in the city of Chicago literally was people who were catching strays. That was never intended for them. Can I get an amen, church? I know I won't.
Hell the fuck no. Because that wasn't the word of the Lord. I know that wasn't the word of the Lord. That fucking blasphemy. You up here like your mama casting spells. Hell no.
What? What the?
Boy, sit your dumb ass down. All right, let's keep watching.
But literally, when I see the mayor say this is what's going on, it's not enough. You cannot get up and give a soundbite like that and then walk off with claps and applauses. Now, what do you mean by that? And where's the training? Where's the resources? Where are the laws? What are you going to back it up with? Because outside of that, you have put our city into a bit of confusion, a state of confusion, and a little bit more uncertainty. Does anybody understand this message that I'm saying right now? Because who they want?
No. Nope. It's just a whole bunch of words that actually don't even sound good together. Sounds like a whole bunch of words put together. So no, I don't understand.
Who would they want civil war with? Who will be the target? Who gonna fight it? Now, let me make that.
I mean, it's like, and here he goes. I think he about to tell us, now let me make that make sense. Because he already knows that it was a whole bunch of words that he thought up on the spot. And so now he got to clarify what the words mean, y'all. Here you go.
That make more sense to you, because I don't think y'all understand the point. Here go my point.
There probably is no point. And what you're probably about to tell us is the point. Is probably something that's also stupid and meaningless and probably isn't going to make sense as well. So, but we'll listen. Let's just hear what you have to say. Come handler, Tootie.
Point. I'll let them tell you my point, because maybe I'm not articulating it well. But
okay, so you said let me try to clear. You tried to clear it up by telling us that you're gonna let them say it because you ain't saying it right. Okay, Yeah, and I know I may not be interpreting what he's saying the right way because I'm also trying to focus on the chat as well and listen to him. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, it definitely don't sound like he clarified anything for us.
But I got y'all. Hold on one second. I think I got it right here. Wait. Boom, 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 boom. Is it right here? Wait. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I think it's here. All right. I think I got it. Let's pull it up. Now, here you go. The top cop of the city, Snelling, who was the only superintendent that I don't have a close relationship with since Mayor Daley was the mayor.
Yeah, I bet you do know all the damn police officers. Y'all was getting arrested. Shit.
I'm not hating, I'm just being honest. But look at this.
Federal
That's right.
agents.
One is black, one is white. One was black and one was white. That was the only difference I saw. That was the only difference I saw.
ICE, HSI are officers. They are agents of law enforcement. If you box them in,
so now he's relegated, and he done been diminished. His channel has been diminished to doing review and reaction videos to give his opinion. So he's at this point official content creator, not an advocate.
with vehicles, it is reasonable for them to believe that they are being ambushed and that this could end in a deadly situation. And it's reasonable for them to use force based on those conditions. Do not box in any law enforcement officer. You are breaking the law when you do that. And you are putting yourself in danger. Following law enforcement agents around. The question is why? What do you plan on doing?
Hey,
It's
Tanya,
also reasonable
what's good?
for them to believe that you're eventually going to do harm to them. If you ram any vehicle, especially that one that contains law enforcement agents, and that's any law enforcement, local, state, federal, county, and you do this intentionally, this is considered deadly force. Deadly force is anything that can cause great bodily harm or death. When you plow into a vehicle that contains law enforcement agents, you're using deadly force. And they can use deadly force in response to stop you. We need to be clear about these laws. We cannot become a society where we just decide to take everything in our own hands and start to commit crimes against law enforcement. It is a crime. You may not like what they're doing. I can understand that there's a lot of emotions out there, but that does not mean that you get to commit a crime, especially one that could lead to deadly force. Let me make this clear.
And there you have it. The superintendent, the acting superintendent of Chicago police just basically told you that even though the mayor is telling you to resist, to stand up, to organize, to do this and that and the third, he just told y'all there is no teeth in this bite. And if you do anything that they perceive to be a certain way, you in trouble.
Well, I mean, yeah, protesters shouldn't be ramming into law enforcement cars. Okay. I mean, I agree with that. Do your peaceful protesting We don't need any ramming into any cars, but what are you trying to prove? What's the point?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if this translates to the same thing that it does for me, for y'all. But this is
Probably
interesting
not.
because this is right after the mayor, and then during and then before, and all even yesterday, keep on basically saying that the people are rising up to do something. So what is we supposed to do?
Sir, why are you saying we? You can't even take your dumb ass into Chicago. So you ain't even a part of you're not even a part of what they trying to accomplish, because you're banned. They're not letting you in the city, bruh. So give that up. Just continue doing like you're doing, sitting in whoever house you in, and just keep reacting and reviewing to it. Like, that's all you can do. So all you can do is talk. That's what you can do. That's what you can do.
Does anybody, what are we supposed to do?
What you doing now? Sitting there, reacting and reviewing to it.
What are we expected to do?
People would look at the advocate as the person who probably would have the plan and would know what to do. How are you asking the people? If the people knew, they wouldn't need advocates.
And this is the issue that I continue to have. Again, I'll tell y'all, at that first press conference, me and Tyrone Muhammad was standing right there on the left side of all of them, give that wonderful speech before the world about Trump doing this. But they were more afraid of us than they were of anything Donald Trump was talking about, because if we would have spoke up, if I would have went over there by that camera, we would have told a different tale. And let me tell you the story that we're going to
I always woulda, coulda, shoulda, I guess.
tell. It is a story that South Shore is telling. I don't need to bring the images up. You guys have seen it.
We know you're not going to bring the images up. You don't bring shit up. Anything that is considered proof or receipts or anything, they'll never get that out of you. It's always just going to be stuff coming out your mouth with no verifiable proof to back it up.
But that raid that was done in South Shore, literally, that we have, now that I've done the research, listen to these words that are coming out of my mouth.
By research, he means two people are one person that he knows in South Shores that he done talked to is his research. He done been to his house a few times and he done did some research, some intense, deep dive research in that man's house, in that man's bedroom. They were researching the night away, deep diving.
Do you all know that in order to
he got deep in that rabbit hole when he was doing the research,
conduct such a targeted raid,
or maybe he got something deep in his rabbit hole, I don't know,
like that, it has to be inundated with information. They did not just pick a random building. And this is where this gets interesting and gets really good for me.
He gets so excited about nothing. So excited about nothing. People don't even know what he's talking about. I guarantee you the people in the chat, they probably just got him on the background. A lot of the people in the chat probably talking to each other. You know, the few people that do actually put comments, they probably having a whole different conversation. And he think that he is really hitting the minds of the people. He think that he is about to grab people's attention. Every time he claps, he thinks that he about to say something profound and the people gonna be like, yes, Jed, go. And he never get that out the chat. But let's see what his enlightening moment is gonna be this time, y'all.
Let me see if I could find this. Give me 1 second, because something just came to my mind that I was reading about that. Something came.
These S's, I need him to put on a pop filter or something, because the S's just be killing. It's like that whistling S, like the way that man be is that pedophile man that's on Family Guy? Hey, Chris, Come over to my house, Chris. It's the S's for me. He needs to do something about these S's.
Came to my mind. Hold on.
Let me see if I can replay it real quick, so y'all can see if y'all heard the same thing.
If I could find this, give me 1 second, because something just came to my mind that I was reading about that. Something came to my mind. Hold on.
It's the S's. They not that bad, but they still.
Where is it at? Where is it at? Okay, give me 1 second. Where is it? Bingo, got it. Here it is. I knew I just saw that. Okay, October 6th. Shout out to CWB Chicago. This is what. Look at this article.
Those S's. It's the S's, baby.
Confirms everything that I have been basically hearing from the residents on the ground. It says the city knew of squalid, unsafe conditions at South Shore Apartments before immigration raids. There is a growing evidence the city officials knew, or they should have known, about the dangerous living conditions inside of a South Shore apartment building long before federal immigrations raided it last week. Over the weekend, CWB Chicago reported that social media videos posted roughly 3 weeks before the raid showed extensive flooding on the building, first and second floors, doors kicked off their front.
Y'all, is he talking about the immigration raid that we was already talking about? That
frames. Squatters occupying abandoned units. Tenants running extension cords down hallways, along with the exterior to reach working outlets. Now the real estate outlet, the Real Deal reports that Chicago building inspectors visited the property at 7500 South Shore Drive just 2 weeks before the raid, underscoring that officials were aware that people, including children, were living in unsafe and unhealthful conditions in a building plagued by illegal activity. According to the outlet, the builder's lenders, Wells Fargo, has been pressuring its owner to reassert control over the building. In a recent court filing, the bank claimed the building is unsafe.
This is, I mean, you know, yeah, it may be important, but for the level of advocacy that Jedediah does, you would think that, I mean, first off, why aren't you there in the Chicago at the apartment building? You literally live right up the street. You 20 minutes away. Why can't you just go to the apartment building and do the research your damn self? But what are you gonna do? What's the purpose of you even putting this up on your screen? Cause what the fuck are you gonna do about it? You can't even go to Chicago.
Secure, which allows now tenants to access the interior. There has also been an increased criminal activity, shootings at the property, which is located across the street from the elementary school. The city has received reports from a tenants' right group and the alderman's office that the conditions continue to worsen at the property. The filing claim Alderman Gregory Mitchell represents the neighborhood.
So now he's trying to down talk Gregory Mitchell.
That is the man that I ran against. He is the one who won.
Oh, so that makes sense now. He's mad. He mad, so he found a story that's really not a story that don't nobody really give a fuck about. Bitch, if you were so pressed, if this is the community that you had ran for, because you had ran to be an alderman and lost both times, and you trying to prove to this community that they should have voted for you, why aren't you there? Why aren't you in the community? Why aren't you at the apartment building? all you can do is get your dumb ass up on these YouTube live streams and put information out that's already been researched by real investigators, by real journalists, and all you can do is react to the shit. Because guess what? You are nothing but a content creator, you stupid bitch. You're not an advocate, you're not an activist, you're not a commander-in-chief of nothing. You are an activist, a cum handler, and a thief. That's all you are. Stop playing. Stop pretending like you something that you not. Let the journalists, let the investigators take this. Let the advocates, let the real activists take the lead on this one. There's nothing that you can do, Jedediah. You're banned from the city.
City records show that the building failed its annual inspection in January, February, March, April, and again in June this year. A separate failed inspection in January prompted by a complaint revealed a laundry list of issues, quoting entities from the inspector's report. All stairwells are filthy with a strong smell of urine.
Give me something.
Stairwell,
It's my
hallway,
birthday
and
the other
evacuation
day.
plan, signage damaged or missing throughout. Entry doors of the apartment are broken, busted, and removed, compromising fire separation from apartment and condition common area. Interior, multiple vacant and occupied units locked has been broken, removed, or vandalized. Hallways, walls, and ceilings, water damage, chipped, peeling, stairwells, hallway.
Make sure that y'all go subscribe. This is the same problem that's plaguing many of those fucking apartment buildings in Chicago. But bitch, you ain't even gotta go to Chicago. You're in Harvey, Illinois, probably the worst when it comes to infrastructure and building buildings up to code. Like, you have so much that you can report on right there in Harvey with Mayor Pissy Chrissy Clark. You could be reporting on that shit. You probably have buildings that you had an apartment building in Harvey that was boarded up with the people still in it. Why don't you talk about something that's a real problem? Because you're not about to do nothing but react and review to this shit and move on to something else. You don't give a fuck about these people. You don't give a fuck about this apartment. And you obviously don't give a fuck about the community or being the alderman for the community, because you would be out there doing real work instead of just being on your damn screen. So miss me with all that dumb bullshit. Nobody believes you. Those gangbangers that took over the apartment buildings would have dealt with him. Exactly. He's scared of real people. He's scared of real danger. He always really big mad. Exactly. Look, I'm only laughing. My short title is Jedediah Brown and Otuit's arrest by ICE. Oh shit, we gotta go see that, French. If I can, I might pull it up while we on live. But let's keep watching.
Where? Damage, missing, broken closers throughout. Fire extinguishers are either missing or missing tags. Stairwell lights is out in various locations. Emergency. Literally, look at this list.
Go to them properties in Harvey, nigga. We don't give a fuck about that. We don't give a fuck about what you talking about. Obviously, there's somebody taking care of the business. There's already somebody addressing the shit. They got the news involved. They got journalists that's doing real research and that's taking action on the shit. So they already got somebody that can get something done, that took the lead, and that's handling this. So what are you doing? Why don't you talk about something that don't nobody else know about? Here he is trying to take credit for somebody else's work, like this is research for him. This is the type of research that him and his world-class investigative team, INA, be doing. They just go find dumbass shit to react and review. That's what they investigative team do. That's what they need resources and donations for, so that they can go find articles of people already addressing the issue and react to it.
Of things. On Saturday, we reported exclusively while some media accounts suggested federal agents destroyed the building during the raid. Social media videos from September showed the property was already severely in despair. I will leave this to you all if you want to continue to read it. I have been talking to resident after resident after resident. This is where I live.
This is what I'm saying. He tell us about every briefing, every fucking live show. He talks about they briefing and how somebody done fucked up and brought one of his enemies into the conversation. But we can never hear about any of these conversations that he's having with residents. He can never get none of these residents on a live show with him. They don't even have to say their name. Just put them on the live show with you. Let us hear the residents speak. Let us hear the residents' voices. But no, you can't get that with Jed. All you're going to get is him telling you what he did and telling you what the result of what he did was. You'll never be able to prove it with facts or receipts. You just got to take his word for it. Let's just keep listening to this stupid ass shit.
Live, and where I ran and where I have my heart beating hardest at the most, South Shore. Separated between the 7th and the 5th Ward, Desmond Yasmin and Alderman Gregory Mitchell, who I ran against. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a name that is popping up in our real investigation in this matter.
In our real investigation into this matter, what can INA do that CBS Chicago or WGN or whoever, whatever news outlet that done took this case on can't do? Somebody please tell me, what power does INA have over the fucking news outlets to get stuff done that they can't? Because you know he's going to need real resources for this real research that he's doing. This is stupid.
George Soros. I'll talk about that at a later time, should you guys even become interested. But if I wanted to summarize this on behalf of the community that I literally know is a part of the tale of the city that never gets the media coverage, this is what I'm going to say to Donald Trump. Thank you.
He is a pick me. This is a pick me for real. Thank you, Lord Jesus.
What?
Thank you, Mr. Trump. Thank you, Mr. President. A broken clock is right twice. I may not agree with all, but we need to stop with allowing people to sensationalize, because the residents have been complaining to the government about this building for years. And nobody, and I mean nobody, has been able to do anything about it. The alderman of the community in our investigation, we discovered, has been the number one.
Close the doors for me for a quick moment.
And I'm shocked that I got and get to say this. Greg is on his job as it relates to doing things for that side of town. A part of why this raid happened is because of the advocacy of what I'm going to call, for lack of better terminology, the undermayor of the city in the neighborhood. South Shore community, number one in Section 8 housing, number one in scattered site housing, number one in low income housing. Ladies and
Backed up
gentlemen.
by no receipts, of course. Backed up by no actual facts to present us with, but just him telling us this.
It was not just about being a slumlord, but it's also about him or her not being able to take control. Literally, Venezuelan immigrants infiltrated that space, and it was.
What's the wait a minute, hold on. What's that all in the queue? What's the this hyperlink for? What video is that? I can go ahead, I can put it on. What is it?
Plagued not just with immigrants, but prostitution, drugs, and y'all, this is where it's interesting. Ask a very important question. If you want.
He always say that shit, and it still don't be interesting. It's like he knows how to recapture the people's attention after a while when he starts talking, and you know how you start, after a while, all you start hearing is womp, 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 womp. And then he'll just like say something. Now this is where it gets really interesting. And then you be like, okay. So now he about to talk about something and it still don't be nothing. It still be underwhelming. I'll be like, man, you fooled me again. All in the queue. Did you go live after your live? Okay, wait, let me see. Did she tell me what it's about? Oh, that's French Wrench's channel. Okay. Oh yeah. So no. Brandon Johnson allowed all of those bangers into that building. He didn't care about the folks who already lived there. Wow. See, Jed Mama don't let him bring the monkey. He don't own to her house. Is doing this YouTube from Texas. He left the state. When you see Jed with that monkey, he in Texas. Oh, okay, I got you. Rita, I heard that Johnson, when he got this inflatable chair, he in Texas, when he's sitting in that blow-up chair. I heard that Johnson did that from someone that lives South Shore. Oh wow, okay. He talked about you in this All in the Queue or the previous one. Oh, okay. Staying with somebody else, of course. He don't have his own place, so.
To get the truth. How many murders took place in, around, or at that building that you did not hear about? That is the conversation that is going to blow your mind. What's happening here, black people, is miseducation. It is bad.
And you're the one that's doing it. You're the one that's giving all the miseducation. It's by your own hands that people are being miseducated.
Bad faith in how they are spinning this. And I personally don't appreciate it. They're trying to make this issue an issue that is to look like things that are heartstring tugging. But at the end of the day, people from the communities that are most impacted are speaking up, and they're being drowned out by rhetoric. Predominantly black and underserved communities overran with charitable services.
Oh, so he's saying black people don't need all those charitable services, but yet you gonna go to Harvey and try to feed the people. You was trying to pull a damn Tiffany.
I'm stopping the boy, I'm feeding the people. They put me in.
And now you're trying to talk about people giving away free services to the black people. So you need to make it make sense. Somebody send me that picture. I'll pull it up real quick. And let me go to Witch Collar's page. Let's go to French Wrench's page real quick so we can see this video. It's in your shorts. Let me pull it up real quick. French, I don't see the oh, I see it. This is hilarious. Y'all so silly. All right, so let me go ahead and pull it up, y'all. Here go French Wrench's page, y'all. So make sure that y'all go subscribe. But let's just pull this up real quick so we can watch it.
Hey, Jed! Salut! Jed!
Oh, look at Jed, y'all. Look at Jed.
Are you in jail? Jed!
Are you in jail? No. That is hilarious. Jed, I'm gonna have to.
You got cut by ice. Jed!
You got cut by ice.
And we have Jed's mother.
Oh, that's Jed's mom.
The whole family. Jed! You stink! Jed!
Oh my God!
Auto-wise!
Oh my God!
Auto-wise!
Oh my God!
Oh!
Not auto-wise.
Jed! There's a few Jed. Which one is Jed?
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh, stop
now,
it!
Auto-wise!
Oh my
hey,
God!
Jed!
Oh.
Salut!
Oh Lord!
Jed!
This is the funniest shit I have ever seen.
Are you in jail? Jed!
This is so funny. Yeah, there go INA.
Jed!
There go INA. There
you
go
got
Jed
caught
and his
by
family.
ice.
You got caught by
Jed!
ice. Oh my God.
And we have Jed's mother.
Y'all, please make sure that y'all go and let me go back. This is hilarious. And subscribe. You got a new subscriber. Y'all make sure that y'all go subscribe to French Wrench, if for no other reason but for that damn video. Oh my God, that was hilarious, if I must say so.
However, niggas can also create bonds with each other, also based on ignorance.
Okay, so y'all, let's see here. Oh my God. Let me see if I can bring myself up a little bit. Okay, here we go.
Because guess what? They're not putting these undocumented individuals in an overwhelming amount in affluent communities in Chicago. But these are the people that's quote unquote fighting for it. Then why aren't they allowing them to have the facilities in their communities? The hypocrisy is unearthing. But what I'm coming on here today to say is that black people are sounding the alarm that they have literally been overtaken by this condition and nobody's dealing with the inner workings of it for real. And people are playing political games and posturing. And at best, you better get this if you don't get nothing else. You don't have to agree with me. You don't even have to like what I say, but Jedediah strives not to be a liar. There is a difference between ICE.
Look, he changed his rhetoric. He said strives not to be a liar. He didn't say he pride himself on not being a liar. He said, look, I'm striving on not being a liar. That means I ain't got to say I am not a liar. I can just say I'm striving not to be a liar because everything that comes out of my mouth is, in fact, a lie.
And the National Guard. Even though both have no direct authority over the civilians of the region, there is a difference. And they have locked it into one because you only get 4 years to do what you're doing. And Donald Trump is going full force with his agenda, and I am not agreeing with it all, but I ain't mad at him for showing me what a president is capable of.
Showing you that a president is capable of becoming a dictator and an authoritarian? Look, like I said, there may be some things that Trump does that could potentially be beneficial. But you got the wrong person doing it. He's not the right person to do any of the shit that he's doing. We get somebody else to do it. Nope. I'm not taking no chances with this man. Y'all can be okay with the potential risk of us getting into a fucking becoming a dictatorship. Y'all can take that risk if y'all want to. I'm not willing to put my freedom in that type of risk. I'm not willing to do that. So guess what? If I can't be completely sure about him, get him out. Get him out. Cause bitch, I'd be damn if he makes this a fucking dictatorship. And I don't give a fuck how anybody feel about that shit. When my freedom is what's on the line, ain't nobody about to step in my way to keep my own goddamn freedom. Y'all can say what the fuck y'all want to have whatever kind of feelings y'all want. But Trump needs to be out of office. Y'all can like him personally as a businessman. Y'all can like the pedophilia shit that he done did. Y'all can like all the lying, the cheating, the scamming that he done did to his own following base. Y'all can like all that shit. Y'all can like the $400 million plane that was gifted to him by another foreign government. Y'all can love his relationship with Putin. Y'all can love all that shit. I don't give a fuck. But y'all can love it with him being a regular citizen, not him being the motherfucking president.
And I'll assert that on any day of my life. Somebody also said something that I thought was pretty interesting. I'm going to share it on this broadcast. I've come to the conclusion of where I stand on the issue. I didn't just form an opinion. I just got to doing research. I began to look at the situation as a whole. I began to listen to all sides to get down to the bottom of what was moral and upright and what was righteous and what was just. I didn't just pay attention to the things that put on my heartstring, but I also wondered what was logical. And this is something that is said by Linnell Santana. And even though this post did not go viral, I'm going to tell y'all that I found several posts exactly like it. So I'm not on an island in this because I'm saying the things that's hard to be said. And guess what? It says Chicago PD can assist the feds in gang sweeps, RICO conspiracies, gun cases, all targeted against blacks. But the mayor signs an executive order for Chicago police not to assist in removing illegals that are known gang members. And Mr. Johnson, you are definitely helping the blacks. Side eye. At the end of the day, I'm going to be honest, and this is what I'm talking to the people who are supportive of the undocumented. Don't act like you are supportive of everybody when you don't have that same energy for people of my same community.
Well, first off, the reason why people support the undocumented is because a lot of those undocumented people are the ones that cut and maintain and landscape our lawns, are the people that are working in the farms, are the people that are doing the labor that a lot of business owners need done, but can't afford for a regular person to do the work so they can pay them under the table. So that's why they are getting support, because they are really a big part of our tax base. They still pay in the tax. They pay into the taxes and get nothing out of it. You know, I get it. I know that there's a lot of exhaustion with the immigrants. I know it started feeling, even for me, because I started feeling like, damn, can I go anywhere without having to learn Spanish to be able to communicate, to be able to put my order in? Damn. Can I at least just talk to somebody that I could speak in regular English and I can know that they got my order correct? And they don't get a attitude because I'm not understanding what they saying. I get it. I get it. It feels like it's not fair that because somebody came here and decided to learn English, that they get an extra $1 on their paycheck, or extra $2, or they get a differential on their paycheck for speaking another language. I get it. There's a lot of things that needs reform as it relates to immigration. But we are not about to play like they are rapists and out here committing the hardest crimes, and that everybody is just so scared of immigrants. Like every time you see them, if you see them, you crossing the street so that you don't, because you fear for your life. Like, we not about to play these type of games. Reforms can be done, but and deportations for people who are here illegally can also be done. They have been done for decades. They just don't have to be done in the way that they're being done. And they're being done the way that they're being done for a reason. The reason that they are doing things the way that they are doing it is strategic. It's because they want you to see how mean and cruel they're willing to be. So that you know that if you get out of line, this is what the fuck is gonna happen to you. They are just trying to set y'all up for what they hope is going to be the future, where they are ruling and they have control over everything that comes out of your mouth, that goes into your stomach. They are trying to control everything. So that's the reason why they're doing it, so that they can instill fear, so that when they start really pushing this agenda full force, right now they just gradually, they lubing it up and playing with it and giving it a little foreplay so that they can basically see how the people gonna respond. And as soon as y'all give them the go ahead, y'all already know what they're gonna be willing to do. So that's just my rant about it. And it's very fundamental, it's very low level, but you know, like I said, this is just layman's terms. This is what you guys can expect from this administration.
And it goes far beyond. It goes far beyond literally people having opportunity. Redlining is a real thing. And I have literally watched doors be slammed in the face of so many individuals who have had to turn to criminality because there are no other options available for them. And then we put them in the box, we lock them there, we snatch them from their family. Them same images can be portrayed for my community that they are for others, and we will not have the same energy because black has always been criminal in America. And when the fight that we just saw in the beginning of this broadcast, it's not been won and it's not been realized, not even just by people who are not black, but I'm gonna say it's not by you Negroes either. Because we gotta stop playing in the moment that we are in. Literally.
I agree. We gotta stop playing, and that's exactly what he is doing. He is playing in everybody's faces. He's using very serious topics to entertain people and to get views. So because he is the one who needs the income from social media. Let's be very clear. It's not LNC, even though LNC and I respect what LNC does because he treats his channel like what it is, a business. And one day I plan to get to that point, right? Where I look at this as a business and I take this serious. That's why when I'm talking about my production, I always want to grow and learn and try to make it better, right? Because eventually this could become a business. It's not my only form of income. It's not what I'm relying on, but this is what this man relies on. This is his bread and butter. So he uses this is just entertainment for him. So he can take serious points that really need to be addressed, and he can just use it as talking points to feed his base some entertainment.
I want to champion the mayor of Chicago. But literally, they want to act like y'all didn't just have one of the most violent weekends that they ever had. And don't try to say that it's because of ICE. Because if we're not responding to ICE, then there should be more presence in the neighborhoods by the Chicago police. And 7 people being killed this past weekend should have way more attention than it's getting.
I also do think that black people do need to take more ownership over their own communities, not give that ownership to Trump to fix the problem, because I don't think that he's going to fix the problem. I do think that black communities need to come together and figure out what they can do to bring the violence in these communities down. That is a fact. They do need to come together and they do need to figure out what needs to be done. Andrea, I want you to I want to hear what you have to say. He told her he wanted nothing of her settlement several times. Man, I got something to say. So do you want to call in or do you want to come on the show? Because I mean, we can make that happen. I can figure it out real quick. Tina, exactly just a day or two ago, he admitted he did not know what to do. WG, there's a good and a bad immigration. That's right. That's right. Absolutely. That's absolutely right. And I think that people who are people should come here freely because they believe in the American dream. Everybody who decides that they want to come here and have an opportunity at making a life for themselves that would not otherwise be possible, they should all have that opportunity. And the reason why I support immigration to the extent that people come here legally and do it right is simply because of the fact that a lot of the Americans here, we take being an American for granted. We don't really, a lot of in the black neighborhoods, we can do way better when it comes to instilling hard work ethics, being a good person, doing right by people, instilling integrity, financial literacy. We can do so much better with our own communities. Instead of trying to put it on the government, we can do it for ourselves. But you know who do it? These immigrants, when they come here, they become financially literate. They believe in hard, they work their asses off. They have pride in their community, in their culture. There's a lot of values that immigrants bring to the American culture that I think it keeps us grounded. Because I mean, if it was only Americans here, it'd be a culture full of people who don't give a fuck about each other, who are all stuck up, self-absorbed, don't want to work, don't want to do shit, don't want to get an education. We need immigrants here because they keep us competitive. Hell. I know someone that could get into Canada from US because he had a DUI. It is easy to want nothing if you know she ain't getting shit. Exactly. Hello, talking about I don't want nothing from Fania. That's because you know she ain't getting shit. You didn't suck that well dry. Ain't no more to get out of that well. You done got all that you can get out of the Fania Dukes issue. Isn't that the same way they say about the blacks? You said call in. I got the chills in a little butterflies. Look, don't have the chills. We good. I ain't gonna bite you. This is family over here. The people in the chat love you. We need to figure out how to not depend on the government so much. I totally agree. We definitely need to do that. We definitely need to do that. Freedom of speech. If some could check the numbers paid into Social Security last 2 years. Exactly. That's what we need to look into to see how much of an impact the immigrants, if they so bad, let's see what kind of real impact that they had on the economy and on the fucking job market. Jed admitted that he has brought in to move Tiffany after all this time, saying the DOJ brought him to Fania Duke. Man, let me see here. Chicago is a sanctuary city. Come right or don't come at all. That's right. Do it the right way. Do it the right way. As long as you do it the right way, because see, the people that do it the right way, those are the hard workers that I'm talking about. The people that's doing it illegally, those probably are people that are going to be lazy, that don't really want shit out of life, that just come in here to probably get away from something else, but you know, they ain't really going to contribute much to society. But the people that come in here and do it the right way, them people going to work hard. Them are the people that I'm talking about. I mean, I ain't going to judge because I heard it costs a lot too. And I heard that there's a lot of red tape. And I mean, if you're in a situation where you need to get away right away. So, you know what? It's a lot of different things to consider, Tanya. Tanya. So, you know, it's worth having a conversation. And I want us to have a conversation. Like, if y'all are really comfortable enough, I would love to do like a panel and we can really talk about immigration. And I can bring up some statistics and we can really talk about it. But I want to hear it from regular people. You know, I don't want to hear from the other YouTube hosts. I want to hear from what regular people out here in the world, from their perspective. So if y'all want to do it, let me know. I lived and worked in Canada for 3 years legally. That's right. That's right. She better not give him a red dime. I hope not, Tanya. It takes 7 to 10 years to become a citizen, and that's a low estimate. See, so it's so nuanced that it's really hard to have, you know, just a hard line view on immigration. Like they need to come here legally, because you just don't know what people's situations are. Hell, if that's the case, then technically all the black people, we was brought here illegally. You know what I'm saying? Technically, the white people that was here are here illegally. You know what I'm saying? So we can't really just... It's a lot to talk about, y'all. There's so many views and so many things that people say that sound good on both sides. And I'm not trying to take the Jedediah Brown approach, because I do believe in immigration. I'm not saying I don't want immigrants. I think immigrants are the heartbeat of this country. Like, we would not be America if it wasn't for immigration. That's the reason why people say that we're the land of opportunity, because people come from outside, inside, because with a dream, and they are able to achieve those dreams when they get here. That's, you know, the American dream that's where that came from, immigration. People being able to come here from somewhere that they wouldn't have the opportunity and being able to have the opportunity here, right? So we know we need immigration. Are there things that need to be done to reform immigration? Sure, absolutely. There's things that need to be done to reform every aspect of our lives, from the police department to the federal government to the IRS. All that shit. We need reform in every facet of the government. Like, let's stop playing. That's why I totally believe in what Wyoming girl said. Like, at some point, we just need to stop even relying on them. We just need to do our own thing, come up with our own fucking government and govern our own goddamn selves, because what they doing is a piss poor job, and it's bringing all of our quality of life down. Everybody's quality of life is going down because of a few people that's running the government. And I'm sick and tired of it. We definitely should not be going back to the days of racism and discrimination, regardless of if it's, because it's definitely coming against black people, but now we also including brown people too. Like, we definitely should not be in this space. We should, we just came from a place of all embracing each other. They was promoting, you couldn't look at a commercial without a multiracial couple and a biracial family. Like, they was promoting all types of inclusivity and inclusion and diversity and acceptance. And like, how do we take 50 steps back to where we are literally hating each other just because somebody is an immigrant? Now we got people racially profiling, for the law enforcement racially profiling people because of the color of their skin and the language that they speak. We have gotten to a point to, and one thing about it, you ain't gonna see this happen in any of the affluent neighborhoods. But our law enforcement has gotten Black Hawk helicopters in the middle of the night with SWAT, military equipped SWAT agents coming down, busting into apartments full of black and brown people, taking kids outside in zip ties, and having everybody prove their citizenship in the back of U-Haul trucks. Like, this is crazy. But y'all not gonna do that shit in these affluent white neighborhoods. You not gonna do that shit in these affluent white neighborhoods. It's only gonna be these black ghetto hood neighborhoods that they try to make an example out of.
Those people should not be locked up or shrouded in statistical numbers, because each one of them had a name, an identity, a goal, a future, a dream, a family, something. And if Chicago wants to champion that we are on the right trajectory to healing the city, then tell all of the stories and not just the ones that help the political narrative. The people of South Shore did not forget how citizens literally begged and banded around buildings, asked for them not to be turned to migrant shelters in a community that is already getting secondhand everything, no representation and no real resources. And they did not forget that it fell on deaf ears.
And I don't know what the fuck he's saying, because I'm really reading the comments. So y'all let me know what y'all think about what he just said, because I really didn't even hear anything that he just said. But I was reading what Andrea Collins is saying, and it seems like Andrea Collins is very familiar with the immigration process. And these are not things that I have not heard before. I've heard this many times when it comes to the immigration process, how they make it extremely hard for people to get their citizen status. It could take years. You have to usually already have money. Your family has to have money. You know, it takes a lot of sacrifice, and you got to go to classes and do all types of stuff, which there's nothing wrong with that. I don't disagree with that being a requirement. But at the same time, when you are down and out and you're trying to find a way for your family, you know, usually you're not privileged to be able to have access to all these different things, right? So then it seems like, okay, well, I guess if I'm not rich, or if I don't have these type of resources or access to this, then I guess I'll never become a citizen, right? So you have to look at it from that perspective. When we were growing up, Every fairy tale that we look at on Disney, y'all, is about some type of immigrant coming up from a bruised, battered, broken life, growing up and making something of themselves. And usually it happened with them doing illegal stuff to get to the point before they can actually start doing things the right way. Look at Aladdin. Look at Pocahontas. Look at Snow. I mean, just you name it. There's so many Beauty and the Beast. People do stuff that they wasn't supposed to do. And it gives them the opportunity to get to where they need to go so that they can fulfill their purpose, guys. So we have to be a little bit more compassionate when it comes to immigration. You ain't never seen a Disney movie that didn't start off with a down and out, broken, dysfunctional character starting from nothing. They always start from nothing and have to weasel their way into some type of opportunity that comes to them before they can actually make something of themselves, y'all. Y'all know that is true when it comes to these, even growing up. So we have to be more compassionate than what we're being. We grew up watching immigrants make a way from nothing on our Disney screen, on our TV screens. Superman, he was a fucking immigrant. He came from another planet. Look how we embrace him.
Not just,
and he definitely didn't go through the legal process.
Literally, not just one administration, but for 3. With the last one basically pushing things through and basically taking no real consideration to what people's concerns were. And I'm just gonna say it because don't nobody want to say it out loud.
People are saying it out loud. See, he's gaslighting now. And the immigration courts were years behind exactly this issue. You're right about that. They were years behind. I saw a live interview with ICE agents and they said that they are getting burned out. They have to meet a quota per day to remove with visas, green cards, and citizenship. He said he does not care. Look at The Godfather. Oh, and this motherfucker gave Venezuela a $20 billion bailout, but I can't get a health insurance. Hello. You say that again, Andrea Collins. Trump done gave Venezuela a $20 billion bailout. But he mad that a handful of immigrants that have sanctuary or some type of status are eligible for temporary benefits. But then he can't, but then was willing to bring them white Afrikaners here and give them all the benefits. They didn't have to go through no type of process. And every last one of those white Afrikaners are getting food stamps, they getting free housing, they getting insurance. And how many classes you think they had to take? How many lawyers you think they got to speak with? But y'all mad because a few of the immigrants that are cutting our lawns, that are building our houses, that are building our freeways, that are farming in the hot fields, y'all are mad at them getting some type of insurance? But these people come here and don't do nothing but leech off of us, and ain't nobody saying shit about that. Where is the outrage for the white Afrikaners? They not doing shit for the damn United States. They just taking. They just got their fucking hands out. Miss me with that selective ass outrage bullshit. What? Why the fuck don't he say something about that?
I don't want to see people torn from their families, but I am going to say keep the same damn energy for other communities that you have for ours, or don't expect us to be so moved, because what you're talking about is what's going on for all of us with a different type of narrative and or approach. Thank you, Mr. Trump, if you're sending the National Guard into Chicago, because 7 murders is too many.
So you think that it's Trump's responsibility to go into the black communities and fix the black communities up? So you saying thank you, Donald Trump, for taking over the black communities, because obviously the black people ain't gonna do it. See, I didn't even know that, Master G. The government is willing to spend trillions on other countries. That's what people should be mad about. When did Venezuela get 20 billion, she said. They gave Obama hell for a tan suit. That's it, a tan suit. And this man get a $400 million plane. Dog. So, okay, let me go ahead and keep. She said, I'd rather have him in the chipmunk voice. You know what? I'm with you. I totally agree. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and speed his voice up a little bit, because I'm with you. I agree. Let's do 120%.
Yo, welcome to Investigate and Navigate. Where injustice finds no rest. I'm your host, Jedediah, aka Black. Hope that you all.
Yo, welcome to Investigate and Navigate, multicultural organization. Words make up. I'm like, it's not getting to me. I don't care. So if they get on there, where are the resources, where are the laws that can building law? I'm interested. But if I wanted to summarize this on behalf of the community that I literally know is a part of the tale of the city that never bad faith in how they are spinning this, and I personally don't appreciate it. They're trying to make this issue an issue that is to look like things that are heartstring tugging, but at the end of the day, people from the community.
Things that are heartstring tugging. So you saying that you don't give a fuck about the people? You don't care about the humanity of the inhumanity of what you guys are doing? You saying not to care? And if you talking about pulling on heartstrings and emotions, bitch, that's your whole fucking brand. That's your business, is pulling on people's heartstrings, trying to say shit that you think is going to rile them up emotionally. Fuck are you talking about? That's all you do, is try to play on people's emotions. He is a fucking clown.
These that are most impacted are speaking up, and they're being drowned out by rhetoric. Predominantly black and underserved communities overran with charitable services, because guess what? They're not putting these undocumented individuals in an overwhelming amount in affluent communities in Chicago. But these are the people that's quote unquote fighting for it. Then why aren't they allowing them to have the facilities in their communities? The hypocrisy is unearthing. But what I'm coming on here today to say is that black people are sounding the alarm that they have literally been overtaken by this condition, and nobody's dealing with the inner workings of it for real. And people are playing political games and posturing. And at best, you better get this if you don't get.
He must have just learned that posturing word, because he keeps saying that on every show. All I hear is posturing, posturing, posturing. We get it. You know what the word posturing means. It's not appropriate for every fucking conversation, boy. Shut the fuck up.
Nothing else. You don't have to agree with me. You don't even have to like what I say, but Jedediah strives not to be a liar. There is a difference between ICE and the National Guard. Even though both have no direct authority over the civilians of the region, there is.
And so y'all are taking y'all's education about ICE and the National Guard from Jedediah Brown? Is that what we doing now? Is that where we at in life? Well, we got to learn about the National Guard and ICE through Jedediah Brown when we have a web? We got Google.
A difference. And they have locked it into one because you only get 4 years to do what you're doing. And Donald Trump is going full force with his agenda. And
see, even he's starting to get a little bit even all that bullshit that he's spewing out starting to irritate his nose. All that bullshit is starting to get in his nose and start to irritate him.
I am not agreeing with it all, but I ain't mad at him for showing me what a president is capable of. And I'll assert that on the same damn energy for other communities that you have for ours, or don't expect us to be so moved because what you're talking about is what's going on for all of us with a different type of narrative and or approach. Thank you, Mr. Trump, if you're sending the National Guard into Chicago because 7 murders is too many. As a matter of fact, 1 is too many. I may not like it all. And then let me say this. Everybody want to talk about what they did. Did you read that article? The aldermen told them to go. The citizens told them to go. The landlord told them to go. So why would the mayor of Chicago get up there and basically reinforce false narratives on the computer, on the internet? Because it would make them have to do too much soul searching to tell the part of the story that they're hoping that nobody hears. You know why? Because nobody goes to that community to really listen to what the residents got to say. Because as long as they don't have a camera, as long as they don't have a mic, and as long as they don't have a voice, then they will be drowned out by the narrative of the communities that would never allow them to take over buildings and stay in their neighborhoods and be living down the street doing the types of crimes that they've been committing in my community. And shame on the Democratic Party for thinking that our side of town would never have a voice.
Whoever said that the black people would never have a voice? All they got to do is take their ass to City Hall during these meetings. That's all they got to do to have a voice, is get involved in the community and get involved in the local politics of their community. It don't take a lot for someone to have a voice, Jed. And they worded it so if the government was shut down, they would still fund it, but new won't pay the very troops. Wow. Let's see here. Okay, this is the frustration about talking politics. I have to research every statement because there's so much propaganda on both sides. Exactly, Wyoming girl. Exactly. I totally agree with you. Now, for me, I do believe that because the Democratic Party does not have one leader that they are, 10 toes down for, regardless if he right or wrong, I still do have faith that they are the party of integrity, because I do feel like they will hold each other accountable. Whereas you have MAGA, because I think there's a difference between being a Republican and being MAGA. I think that there is definitely a difference. There can be a Republican who is still a critical thinker and a free thinker, and then you have MAGA who just submits to whatever Donald Trump tells them to submit to. But I do think that when you compare the two, I do think that the Democratic Party has a stronger history of being more for the people than, I don't know. You know what, at this point, I don't even know. I never really put this much thought and much energy into thinking about it prior to Donald Trump, to be honest. As long as we were doing good financially and personally, it never was a real big deal. When Obama was in office, I mean, there wasn't nothing to complain about. There's probably some corruption going on, but life wasn't bad, was it? So I don't know, y'all. And it's hard for me to talk politics, especially when I'm just up here by myself, because I'm not educated the way that somebody who's a political commentator should be when they're talking about it, right? So I don't expect any of you guys to take my word about anything that I say politically. I would prefer people who are more in tune with the politics, who keeps up with the what's going on in the government on a daily basis. I would prefer them also join me on the panel so we can have an open dialogue. And I want to hear both sides. I don't want to just hear people who support me or Democrats. I want to hear Republicans, and I want to hear MAGA too. Not trying to jock off of the Christopher Kirk guy, but I think that it's important for us to all understand where we're coming from in order for us to be able to even reach a common ground. All right, to even see if it's possible for us to reach that common ground. All right. That's why No Talk Politics on their channel. I know it's just such a deep and heavy topic, but you know, it's like now you it feels like it's something that needs to be talked about, because I feel like we're in a very vulnerable place where I don't even know if we're going to be able to talk about whatever we want for very much longer. I've been, but it's mind-boggling. And yes, Tanya, you better do your own research. Y'all know what I say.
Thought you knew better. Do your fucking research.
Y'all know I'm always an advocate for doing your own research, but you know, this is getting to a place where it's kind of crazy. When Jed Chat talk about something else, Jed will throw out a random name like Viv or Shay to get them emotionally tuned back in to what lies he be telling. Exactly. It can be challenging at times. I'm honestly so shocked y'all didn't know this. MSNBC be stressing me out. Well, Andrea, you need to start emailing me these articles so I can talk about it on my show. I'm gonna talk about whatever y'all think y'all want me to talk about. I mean, at this point, hell, we all need content. Look, we all need fucking content, and I don't want to just talk about random stuff. I want to talk about the stuff that my community wants me to talk about. And maybe I can get my community, you guys, my new family, in on the conversation with me, and we can all have a conversation together. All right, well, you need to start sending it to me, because I be having other stuff that I be dealing with, Andrea. And we thought he was such a joke. Nevertheless, it would have happened again. Andrea, Midas Touch is too biased for me. They haven't been accurate on a few things. I like more neutral shows. Now, Wyoming girl, I know that you are Republican, but you probably are more centrist. But do y'all like Jimmy Kimmel? Tell me if y'all like Jimmy Kimmel late night show. Do y'all at least like Jimmy Kimmel? Because I still like Jimmy Kimmel. They literally just announced for the first time in American history. Okay, well, are letting another country put a navy. Y'all, these are some big things. Andrea, you staying on top of it. That's what I'm talking about. Qatar will have a military base here. I don't know. Now people are not going crazy. Because we don't know. So yeah, you need to start telling me so we could talk about this stuff. It's minionwithopinion@gmail.com. It's gonna come up on the banner at some point at the bottom. Look, on the banner at the bottom of the screen. The National Guard is not there for it. They did nothing in DC. I know, I live here in DC. They only walked about the government building area. Million, Midas Touch, and Brian Tyler Cohen are knee deep in the game. Oh, I love Brian Tyler Cohen. So I might start doing some reactions and reviews. You know what? That's a good idea. Maybe I could start doing reactions and reviews to the different left and right wing media outlets. We can do some Fox reviews, because you know they are extreme right, and we can do Brian Tyler Cohen. I've had it. Midas Touch. What else are some right wing outlets that we can review? Y'all let me know. Send it to me in the email. I laugh a lot when Kimmel does his monologue. That's the only thing I really watch. I don't actually watch the show. I just watch his monologue on YouTube. Silverback, you like Jimmy? Andrew say you like, okay. You're not Republican or Democrat? Okay. I'm going to see Jasmine Crockett in 2 weeks. We'll be in Chicago. Look, I love Jasmine. And then also reviews on Jasmine Crockett and my girl Abby Phillip, because you know I love news tonight because it be both sides. So I think I'm gonna start doing reactions to that. I'm neither Republican or Democrat, just human. I feel that. That's what I am. I'm not Republican, I'm independent. Okay, Wyoming girl. You know what? I want to say I'm independent, but I also want to say I'm Democrat because I believe that if you don't stand for something, that you'll fall for anything. And I believe instead of letting the Democratic side go, you know, and feel like, you know, just give up on them, I would rather try to do my part to reform and help our party out and see what we can do to become a better Democratic Party versus just saying, you want to know what? Forget the Democrats. It's not for me. I feel like it's kind of how I feel like, and some of y'all gonna get mad. Some of y'all gonna get mad because I know y'all have built yourselves up and worked hard to get into the houses that y'all have purchased. But I do feel like sometimes as black people, we say, you want to know what? I'm tired of being in the hood. I'm tired of being in the ghetto. They ain't gonna never change. The only way I can have a better life is if I move out the hood and in with the affluent people who are mostly gonna be, you know, white. And I feel like we give up on our own neighborhoods versus saying, you want to know what? Let me buy me a house out here, build it up, and try to hopefully start instilling some pride in our community. Maybe, you know, I can get to know the community. I don't know. I feel like there's just, it's so easy to just say, you know what, I'm just going to be independent. Fuck Democrats. I was born a Democrat. I was born into the Democratic Party, and I would rather see them become a better party than just give up on them. So that's my take on it, y'all. But I do understand where y'all coming from because, like I told, oh, what's that? Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me go. I'm up here ranting and y'all up here in the chat wilding out. I never seen that before. Hold each other accountable. That's right. Mary Clark, Tiffany Hingger ran amok. They did. Kim Fox and Governor Fred Flintstone don't give a fuck. You right. We do have to hold each other. Wyoming girl. Look. Oh my God. I need my blowhorn now. I really do need my blowhorn. I'm going to put my blowhorn on tonight, y'all, because thank you so much for that, Wyoming girl. And I do respect being an independent because at some point, you know, it do feel like it's craziness and madness on both sides. Look, Andrea said Crockett for president. She will get my vote. I come to YouTube to escape all the crazy political echo chambers, cable and network news push out 24. Scott, I know, but can we at least? It's so crazy, but I feel like maybe if we're talking to regular people and not in the echo chamber, but we can get a little bit more of an understanding and come more together instead of being more divided. I know it sounds cliche and it sounds like some shit that Jedediah would say, but I mean, we do need to have the talk. At some point, we just got to have a conversation with our opponents or with people who have opposing views from us. And it can't be like a hostile conversation every time we decide to talk to people on the other side. Mike, thank you for the $2 super chat. Oh, so you the one that gave me, oh shit, that is such a cool little emoji. I love that. Thank you, Mike, I appreciate it. Jasmine Crockett from Missouri, that come from the richest high school in the world and moved to Dallas. Look, I saw that, y'all, but I still love that girl. She still represents Ratchet. So what I like about Jasmine Crockett is because a lot of people think that when you speak Ratchet that you're uneducated, that it automatically disqualifies you from being an educated person or intellectual person. So I like how she uses the dialect in the way that she speaks to show people that, yeah, you can still be hood and still know what it is that you're talking about and still, you know, beat the shit out of these people when they have their talking points that they're bringing up. So I like that. You know, do I think every black person needs to speak like, you know, they from the hood? No. I like the diversity in seeing some black people like Abby Phillips, who's very proper in the way that she speaks and very poised and very put together. I like that about her, but I also embrace who Jasmine Crockett is, and I don't want Jasmine to change who she is to impress anybody else. Be who you are. Be true to who you are. However that, you know, may outwardly present itself. And keep and stay and get the facts. Just make sure you're educated. That's all. You can be whoever you are, talk however you want, present however you want, but just know the facts, be educated, and operate with integrity. That's it. I'm not judging you by your skin color. I'm not judging you by the way that you talk. I'm not judging you by your accent. I'm not judging you by what you're wearing. I'm judging you by who you prove yourself to be. I'm judging by the actions that you have presented for me. Fuck all that other shit. But thank you, Mike, for the super chat. Look, today I had a time, I guess. We all had a time. I will vote Republican in my state. It's a supermajority Democrat for a couple decades, and those things aren't good. I feel there needs to be a balance. Totally agree with you on that. I definitely, look, Democrats have a lot of reform, but I don't want to be the person to bash the Democrats. It's kind of like, I feel like, instead of bashing them, we need to figure out a game plan on how we can make sure that we hold these motherfuckers accountable. We need to come up with a game plan to hold the Democrats accountable and stop just bashing them. Because don't nobody really say shit about the damn Republicans, and these motherfuckers is the crazy, tripped out conspiracy theorist motherfuckers. You telling the truth, me and Cory Booker on a few in Congress who still live in the hood he served. Oh, see, I love that. Love that. You love Jimmy Kimmel, Foxy? Oh shit, Carefree. Thank you for the super chat. I truly, truly, truly appreciate that. When he was Karl Malone, no, you so silly. Like, that is hilarious. Look, I'm okay with Jimmy Kimmel being Karl Malone. It don't offend me at all. I don't care what you say. I love a Jeffrey's mic drop rap. Respectful question. Do you think the Republicans following whatever is being done helps now, or would you vote Democrat to try to get Congress balanced to check some of these actions? Oh, that's a good question. Look, y'all making the show for me. I'm not even watching this clown no more. I'm just in these damn comment sections. Y'all are pretty much running the show for me right now. Y'all are my co-hosts. Y'all are the fucking co-hosts. I love that. Damn, y'all still judge her and where she come from, a whole ass lawyer holding their feet to the fire. Last funny late night was Jay Leno. And my husband and I used to watch Letterman, but I'm old enough to remember Carson. Late night isn't funny anymore. Oh, well, wow, Miguel. Okay, so I know you're saying that you don't like late night, but have you actually watched the Jimmy Kimmel skit, or you watched it and it still was disappointing? I'm not surprised that a black man Trump supporter is okay with blackface. Well, look, y'all. What I will say, because the reason why I'm not gonna say I'm getting upset with it is because I'm not a Trump supporter, but I think you're talking about Carefree. But I also am okay with it because y'all look at Drewski. playing as that white cowboy. And a lot of people are taking offense to that too, but it's all in fun and games. We need to stop being so emotional when we know that there's no malice or cruel intent there. Okay, we know that they don't mean nothing by it. It's all in fun and games. So I think that with that, you also have to kind of look at the intent behind it. Not giving everybody the okay to just go around walking in blackface. But I mean, if you have a whole makeup, I mean, we did white chicks. Look at Marlon and Sean Wayne's when they did white chicks. Like, we got to stop being so sensitive now. Kevin, and what time you say I'm not going back Democrat? I support JC 100%. I am not going back. I am Democrat. Okay, well, I love that, Tanya. I'm so guilty of it too since Trump it's been forced upon us. Do your fucking research. Jasmine Crockett has said some derogatory things about white people. White people that probably deserved it though. Do you think that the white people that she said it about deserved it? Marjorie Taylor Greene, who also she talk about, look, exactly, like, but Marjorie Taylor Greene deserved that shit. Trump has said derogatory things about every minority. I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true. We need to organize. Yes. Is the only Republican making sense. Nah, it ain't that funny how the tables have turned. It's crazy how now Marjorie Taylor Greene is the only one that's actually making sense in the Republican Party. I mean, y'all, Twilight Zone, it's the Twilight Zone. Kevin may be elected officials should talk derogatory about any sentence. I think that exactly, we should be able to talk, Kevin made elected officials should talk derogatory about, I don't know if he spelled that right. I think we should all talk about whoever we want to talk about regardless of the party. Kevin, I saw an interview of Marjorie Taylor Greene. It was a good interview. It's okay when Trump does it. It starts from the top. Totally agree. Totally agree. All right, I've watched Kimmel a bit and I just don't think he's funny. He used to be, but not anymore. Jimmy Kimmel is the best. Okay, so yes, I'm biased, of course, Wyoming girl, because it's not just, for me, it's not the fact that some of his jokes are just so stupid that they're funny, but it's also the ones that are witty as well. It's like he has such a mixture of comedy styles that I just love him. I like with Guillermo. I just like it. Guillermo, if anybody has lost their comedic value, I think it's Guillermo. He's just not as funny as he used to be. All right, but you know what, y'all? We've went more than halfway into his video today, and I think I've been on long enough. So I think that what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna end it here. And if we want to, I could come back maybe later on today, or if there's nothing else that happens tomorrow, I'll do another live where we can review the rest of this insane video. Let me know if y'all like talking politics. It's something that it definitely hits people's emotions. So it is going to be something that we may have some heated debates with each other against, but we're family. And we have to be okay with agreeing to disagree with each other sometimes. Okay, without being mean and cruel with each other, y'all. But with also...
Thought you knew better. Do your fucking research.
Make sure that we're doing our research. So if y'all want to have more conversations, like political conversations, I think that's where I'm probably going to start leading towards anyway. I don't care if people unsubscribe from my channel. I really don't. You know, the people who I want to build my channel for are the people who's going to rock with me when I agree with them, when I don't agree with them, because I'm gonna rock with you, whether or not, you know, you do something that I agree or I don't agree with. I'm not gonna be the one that's gonna, I'll have that conversation with you behind closed doors and be like, look, but I'm the type of person that can have friends that we don't see the same views, we don't see eye to eye all the time, but we can still love each other and we can still be friends with each other. So that's the type of community that I want to build. I don't want to build a community that thinks that I'm going to be on here and I'm going to be beholden to what they want me to do. And I'm going to have to say what they want me to say, because that's not going to happen. Okay, if you coming over here, you have to be okay with sometimes me saying some stuff that you don't like. And I'm going to be okay with you trying to check me, especially if you come with some facts. And if I know it's done in love, guess what? I'm good. Check me. Check me, boo. Because guess what? If I have the facts and you say something I don't like and I have to check your ass, I'm going to come with receipts too. All right, y'all. So with that being said, let's move to the final part of the show, guys. We are going to go to my favorite part, because now I have where we can do the credits. Okay, so let me put some music on. Thank you guys so much who donated and who gave me a super chat. I truly appreciate that. Y'all really don't understand. It really does mean a lot to me.
Let's go.
But actually, let me say this really quickly, y'all. Let me get back on screen, actually. All right, so I'm going to say this, guys, and actually, let me... y'all see my background with the clouds and the sky. I'm gonna tell you guys about why I have this background, but I'm not gonna do it today. I'm just going to I'm gonna say, if you guys have lost anybody, any loved ones, and you know, you guys are praying and hopefully you guys will see them one day, and just flying above the clouds makes you just feel like you're just a little closer to the people that you really loved and that you lost, then this background is for you. But with that being said, let's get into the final part and we can go ahead and finish this off with my new favorite song. But yeah, so let's go ahead and go back to these credits.
Yeah, Doodle Brown. Let's go. So you mad? Bet your mom's glad. She thinks she found your dad. Your kid's dead, bum. You'll never have a son. Never. Predator, predator. They say like I'm young, but if you homeless, stop. Don't get in his passenger. Swear I ain't making this up. No, hey bitch, check your butt. Whole bruise battered and busted. Like your face, you disgusting. Damn.
Even your own
Predator,
people.
predator. Mask off, we see the fraud. Predator, predator. Whole city know who you are. Clown. Predator, predator. Mask off, we see the fraud. Predator. Whole city know who you are. Clown. You a crash dummy, bitch. Pissy Chrissy's little pet. Bum bitch, you look broke. Fat. Crash ass, you full of shit. Nah, grifting every dollar. Scam. And you still ain't get rich. Snake, switching, flipping, flip. Bitch, you a blowfish. Flop, get it, he sucked dick. That's the blowfish reference. And it still rhymes, stupid. No respect in the streets, no respect in the church. Only thing you ever built was a tent so you can lurk. Mess, loser. Donations to feed his men. Scam, playing victim again. Cry, baby. You a predator, it's obvious. Predator. Mask off, we see the fraud.
Thank you guys so much for joining the
Whole city
live.
know who you are. Clown.
I truly appreciate you guys
Mask
for
off, we
being
see the
here.
fraud.
Hit the like button on your
Whole
way
city
out.
know who you are. Clown. Predator, predator, do predator, predator. You can't hide now, nah. Predator, predator, do predator, predator. You can't hide now, now. Now.
All right, y'all. So it's been real, y'all. It's been fun, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish us off with one last song.
Oh, you thought we was done? Nah,
And
we
then
just
after
getting
this, I'm gonna get out.
Bring that ass here, boy. You a bitch. Fake ass teeth, can't even floss that shit. Doc every month just to get them shits whitened. Ho, get in that corner for I beat you with a switch. Talk big online, bitch. You really ain't shit. Broke ass clown, you and yo slow ass mama. Look like Rumpelstiltskin. Crossbred with a llama. Jedediah ducking shots. Big head bulletproof. Scamming on your fans. Think they all stupid goofy. Lost every case. Real talk where the winds at. Claim you big dog. But you a little pussycat. Deleting all the proof. Trying to evidence. Fake ass advocate. Ho, you irrelevant. Bald head, crusty face, fake teeth. Motherfucker. Teeth slipping out, that's from all that dick sucking. Hand picking rivals while you preaching the Bible. Say you run the city, nah, you running for survival. Begging for a lawyer, cause your pockets on E. Got smoked in your cases, now you begging the people. Whole style goofy, your persona's a scam. You the type to drop the soap just to take it up the ass. Fake teeth, bald head.
Boy, you black bitch, you bring that ass here, boy.
Ain't won a case yet.
No, you black bitch, you bring that ass here again, boy.
Fake teeth, bald head. I said what I said.
You've been around selling boy cat for the longest. You're a bottom. Even your own people don't have no respect for you. You are a bottom.
All right, y'all. That's it. Good night. See y'all on the next show.